Do you guys remember that movie, The Never-Ending Story? I sure do. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Today, we're talking about the Atreyu. It's our first impressions. I wonder if they got an idea from somewhere. I don't know. Come run with me. Change your mind, change your life. All right, guys, today we are talking, yes, about the Atreyu. It's a brand new shoe company out of Austin, Texas. So we're all about sourcing and shopping local, right? Supporting our local community. And so this particular model is the Fear Only Regret. And really all that means is that's the colorway of this particular shoe, because they're really only offering one base model overall. And basically they're all extremely lightweight. It's a neutral running shoe suitable for training, racing, whatever you may want to use it for. A great daily trainer. One-piece form-fitting upper. It's a one-piece outsole. I'm using an EVA midsole. Shoe for a men's size 9 comes in at about 6 ounces. You got stack heights of 15.5 in the forefoot, 21.5 in the heel, giving you a 6mm offset. All right, guys, so first and foremost, I'm gonna say right now, these shoes are extremely light. I mean, they basically kind of just disappear when you put them on. Now, they're kind of the claim to fame for this Atreyu shoe is that it's no frills, right? It's no bells and whistles. It's everything you need, nothing you don't. So it doesn't have any extra overlays. You know, it doesn't have any kind of carbon fiber plates in it, any kind of extra pods or anything. You're just using this really comfortable EVA midsole and then some really just plain Jane for the most part upper material. So, but they're light. So right now, just going on my very first my first run with the shoe, just thinking, you know what? It kind of disappears, right? So as you're running in the shoe, it's just like you're not really running in anything. So far I'm feeling some really good comfort. So the EVA is nice. The insole, I really like this insert in it. I usually don't get excited about an insole, but I'm really digging this insole. So let's see how this thing goes as far as breathability, as far as the fit. Right now, not so bad, but who knows as your feet swell as you take off running, right? Okay, guys, so let's talk about the upper just a bit, right? So now the upper is, it's all pretty much one piece of an upper with your tongue sitting on top. The tongue fits really nicely in there, so it sits really nice. It's kind of a thinly padded tongue. And so, kind of like what I said earlier about it disappearing, the upper kind of just disappears on your foot as well. So I'm finding it extremely comfortable, got a good fit, plenty of room for my toes. I don't feel it too tight. I don't feel any pulling on my arches or anything like that. So here's what I'm thinking for this shoe. This shoe is just probably a money everyday trainer. So whether you want to do some speed work, because it's so light, not super responsive, right? So, but you know, it's not super squishy or anything like that, but it just works. It's working. The padding is nice. It feels comfortable. So about 4.5 miles in right now, and I don't even know how to explain it really. It's weird. It's really weird. It's just a comfortable shoe, right? It's nothing super duper fancy, right? So it's nice. I'm really enjoying it so far. So the upper seems fairly cool. I mean, it's hot Texas day right now. I think it's like 100, almost 100 degrees right now. It's like 95 or something like that, 100% humidity. So it's not exactly the best of days to be running, the best time to run, but still, they're very comfortable. Now, I will say this. When I first put the shoe on, I kind of had a little struggle getting it on, right? Because it was kind of a tight fit, but once you pop in there, it's slides right in. So I just maybe could have loosened the laces up a little bit. But overall, I'm really digging the upper, and I'm really kind of excited about this shoe, especially when we talk about here in a few moments, kind of what their business model is and really kind of how they're doing things. I don't know, let's keep running. All right, so kind of getting down to that midsole again, right? So it's an EVA midsole, so it's nothing necessarily new, right? Nothing groundbreaking, but you know, it's comfortable, right? So I mentioned earlier that I think that one of the biggest things sticking out to me about this shoe is I got the shoe on, and the shoe's not the big deal, right? I'm just running, right? And so in other words, I'm forgetting about that I'm even wearing the shoe, right? So it just kind of disappears on foot. the focus isn't on the shoe, right? So it's kind of like that girl you used to date. You know what I'm talking about?
You know I love your mama.
About the girl where like you went out and it was always about her, right? It was just always about her, just real selfish. This is that's what I'm thinking. This is an unselfish shoe, right? This shoe is a giving shoe. It cares about you and it cares about what you got going on so much that it's not the focal point. That's what I'm getting from this. And you know what? I'm all about that. I'm all about caring about other people, right? About community. And I'm feeling like this shoe is all about the community of my feet. I don't know. Sidebar. Woo. All right. Not too bad. All right, guys. So, here's the deal. When you first do like an initial shoe review, right, there's a couple things that usually happen. Either you are like, man, this shoe's amazing, this thing's out of control, right? You're impressed by all the new technology, or you're on the other side of the fence and you're like, this thing doesn't fit. You start feeling hot spots, right? So, a lot of shoe companies that are out there, a lot of, stores and stuff, they have, 60, 90-day return policies. And usually, I always tell people, within the first couple runs if you're gonna like a shoe or not, right? So that's why we kind of do these first impression videos, is to kind of get a concept of, what is it like out of the box? So, when you first pull this thing out of the box, first of all, I love the look of the shoe, right? I think the shoe looks cool. Right now they got 3 different offerings. They're gonna come out with a few more, 3 more, I believe, in the next month or so. And they're doing these things kind of in these limited edition runs, things of that nature. And so I really dig the look of the shoe. It's unique, right? Looks a little different, right? But, overall, when I first put the shoe on, so I like the look of the shoe, but when you first put the shoe on, you're like, this is a comfortable shoe, right? So it's a shoe like you feel like you can just wear every day, you can work out in this shoe, and then obviously you can run in it. Now, not all running shoes obviously are created equal, right? There's some shoes I put on and I'm like, this shoe is awesome, this shoe is amazing, right? I put on the Saucony Endorphin Pro, right? I was a big fan of it immediately, right? Put on the Next Percent, immediately I was like, man, this thing is super bouncy. But the Next Percent, it's a fast shoe, but for me, it just didn't work because it made my ankle sore, didn't feel like very secure in it. So me personally, I don't think it was worth the $250 I paid for it, right? Several other shoes I've tried on, over time of wearing them, you either love them or you don't love them. So this particular shoe, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm really digging it, okay? I'm really liking it. And I think more than anything, the reason, for 3 particular reasons. Number 1, I dig the style. I think the style is really cool, right? Some people, that's the only reason they buy shoes, just because they like the way the shoe looks. The second is the overall comfort of the shoe, and that's connected to number 3, is that the overall comfort and quality of the shoe for what you paid for the shoe, right? So I got this shoe for about $75 because I bought it in the initial offering, right? So when they first were doing their pre-order sale, so I got it for 75 bucks, right? Most running shoes nowadays are costing anywhere from $130 to $160, right? If you get this year's model, right? And still, even if you get last year's model, on sale, you most times you can't get good running shoes for 75 bucks, right? Here's the other thing that's really cool about this company is they're doing something a little bit different. They are doing a subscription basis. And so what that basically means is you have the option that you can decide, okay, I'm gonna get a new pair of shoes, send me a new pair of shoes every month, every 2 months, or every 3 months. Well, for me as a runner, right, the amount of running I do, I need to get a new pair of shoes at least every 3 months, right? So if every 3 months I'm spending $160, right, that's a big chunk of change. And to me, I don't have just an unlimited amount of money to spend. And so what they're offering is with this subscription is it's 55 bucks, right? So every 3 months, if that's what you decide every month, how much you run, right? I mean, everybody runs differently, but $55, right? That means in 9 months, that's 150 bucks, and I've gotten 3 pair of different shoes. So you can choose if you want to switch out the color, you want to do, if you need to do a different size, maybe that size isn't working out for you. So it's a really cool idea, right? It's a local company. I really dig that. It's a Texas company, so I'm all about that, right? And then on top of that, it's a comfortable shoe. So now I will say it's my first review, it's my initial impressions of the shoe, but I think I've already made a decision and I'm signing up for the subscription, right? Because, for what you're paying, you're getting way more for what you're getting, right? Does that make sense? So I'm paying for a certain amount and I'm getting something I feel like much, much better. So I'm gonna say, Atreyu, you guys done a good job. So if you see this, I'm a fan and I'm gonna tell people about it. We have a running group, we have all kinds of stuff. I'm gonna let you guys know that if you're looking for a great way to get a comfortable shoe on that should work for a ton of different people, right? Whether you need a neutral shoe, it has stability in it too, right? You need to work on how you run anyway, right? You run form anyway, but it's a good shoe for anybody can wear it. It's light, so you can wear it for any type of run, and you can't beat the price, right? So if you just buy the shoe, it's $95, which is still cheaper than any shoe you're gonna get out there. But if you subscribe, you get that $55 price point. So I'm gonna tell you right now, I bought these shoes myself. Nobody's paying me to say any of this, but I'm a fan of the shoe. I really do like this shoe because it's a novel idea in the concept of how they're getting you the shoe, but they're not doing anything crazy with the design of the shoe, right? So it's just, what do you need? You need a comfortable midsole, you need a comfortable insert, you need a comfortable upper, and that's what they've done. So stay tuned for our full review. This shoe is definitely gonna make it to 50 miles, and it'll probably make it to 50 miles in like 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure about that, right? Probably not even that long. So keep us out, keep in track. If you like the video, guys, make sure you give us a thumbs up, right? This shoe right here, if you're interested in this shoe and you want to get a chance to win this shoe, you can win this shoe, right? Check out the link below. We did a post. It's to celebrate our 1-year anniversary, right? So this is one of the shoes we're giving away. So if you want to get a pair of these for free, make sure you check out the link. You got to subscribe to the channel. You got to follow us on Instagram, and then for every person that you tag, you get a free entry into winning the shoe, right? So the more you tag, the better, right? So thanks for coming in today, guys. Remember, and that's what I like about these guys. These guys are changing the way the game is being done. So if you change the way you think about things, you can change your life. So thanks for coming in today, guys. I'm out. I'm gonna go run a little bit more in the shoe. Got a couple more miles I gotta get in. And you know what? It actually, even though it's hot, it's a nice day. And you can't beat it, right? What other better thing can you do? Be out in the sun, be out in getting healthy, doing your thing, staying away from Corona. Corona, down with sticky Corona.